this is part 2. If you missed part 1, make sure you go and check that out. But yeah, we're gonna continue part 2. LeBron protection of Bronny James blowing up on Gil arenas. Kmart and Gil going back and forth. Let's continue.
Phones in. You can do all of that shit to protect your brand. You can, your teammates. Yes, I'm saying yes, Gil. Absolutely. He has done all of those things. Cleveland, Miami, Lakers, USA basketball, wherever else LeBron James has been, guys that's been around him, he has protected them. Absolutely. In that regard. Absolutely. But I'm pretty sure those guys have vices. They go home. Shit is going on in their life. He can't control that. He can't. He could control his son's situation, unfortunately. Shit happens. You control what you can't control. Yes. Absolutely. But life happens. Life goes on. And I'm not saying it's going to happen. Like Brandon said, in a couple years, we don't know what the situation is going to be in a couple years. So I get, yes.
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
Would I want my son right now? Absolutely. But what I'm saying is you gotta let him fucking grow up. I'm not saying he's not, but situations where we come up in this NBA, it ain't easy.
No.
Right? It's not.
Okay, I agree.
Things happen. Learn how to deal with them. Rather having somebody fucking take care of it for you all the time. I'm not with that.
Okay.
Some shit you gotta learn, and it's just life. This is life I'm talking about here. We ain't talking about sports. We're talking about life. Shit happens along the way, and you gotta fucking learn how to deal with it at times. You ain't go all.
I will only agree with that. If you're talking about your own son, like you can't tell other people how to monitor and raise their kids. Everybody parent different. So whatever works for them works for them. And every kid is not the same. Every parent is not the same. Your kid and your kid environment is not the same as the next father and sons or LeBron and Bronny environment. So he's making valid points that can apply to anybody, but we're talking about LeBron specifically, and he has a way of handling certain things with his teammates, his sons, and it works for him. So I don't know what they want him to change.
Always be able to call on him. And this is what, like, yes, what he's done, what the history of his father, all of those things are true, yes. But life is going on at the same time as all this controlling going on. Life is going on as well. Ain't saying somebody ain't plotting on him. One of these little girls on the road coming to the situation, she getting out here. He don't know how to deal with it other than call him.
Bro, that's the whole point, bro, they're trying to make, bro. That's the point they're trying to make. That's why he's close to his son, so he can show him the rope. Who has been a better role model in NBA than LeBron? Come on, son.
It might be too late, is what I'm saying. He might not know how to deal with the situation when he's in it. Cause he just.
So don't you?
Yo, you just answer your own question, but I'm gonna let it continue.
Teach him that, like, right? Like, don't you?
You can tell him, but what's the best
right. Just tell him, right?
What's the best experience?
No, but the best experience is learning. But why would I want that to happen?
I ain't saying you want it to. Did I say you want it to happen, Gil? Listen sometimes instead of just.
No, you've been talking the whole time. Nobody's interrupted you at all.
I didn't say I want it. Don't nobody want it to happen. I'm saying as you controlling everything over here, life is happening simultaneously, and not to say that. One of these, if you heard what I said, I don't want no little girl to trap him. No, I'm not saying that. But is it a possibility? At the same time, and him knowing, like, shit, he don't know. So,
but I do.
But we're assuming.
But I do if I'm LeBron. I know how to deal with this situation.
We're making all these assumptions about how he's living his life.
So I can deal with it easier in Los Angeles versus him somewhere else that happens to that I'm in San Antonio. So if something happens in San Antonio, I have no control over that. I don't know no one there in San Antonio. Here in Los Angeles, this is my kingdom. I can get to whatever situation I need to ASAP. San Antonio, no sap. So whatever's gonna happen, that's that team's
No sap.
no sap. That's
Yo, this nigga ASAP. No sap. That's funny.
that team's in. What's the name? Just like the shit that happened with Jordan's son in Paris. Same thing that happened when he got here. Right? Who does that affect? Big Father. Bron stopping. I don't need that. We got too much going on.
Too much money.
For you to learn how to be a kid or an adult and make mistakes. You're not the kid that is allowed right now to bump your head. You need to be a professional first. So knocking on your door, joint rooms, my room, your room. There's not gonna be nobody sneaking over. Security guard in the front of mine, security guard in the front of yours.
So
When you in San Antonio, that's not a case.
So when
Because that's guaranteed.
That's
When
so
he's with
weird.
the G
You
League
talk
team.
about him like he's 12.
He goes to play and come home.
Flex, that's what it's still.
I know, it's weird.
Why do you think he's not on the
I
road?
think it's odd.
There's a reason.
Because you're like, he need to grow up, but then everyone talks about him like he's a child.
No, I think I'm a
like he
firm
still
believer
is
let
a
him
kid
grow up.
by age, but
But that's what
he's
I
a
said, there's a
professional
price.
athlete.
He is a child.
But he's still a professional athlete.
There's a price, but there's a price tag on the
And
child.
he's not the only one this age in the NBA.
But we're seeing it with every other parent. These kids that Kanye's West kids, we are watching it. They're not letting them motherfucking kids out their sights. The Michael Jackson kid, nobody's letting
But
them
honestly,
kids.
and that's more about
You can't go out there and
that's
just be
more about
normal.
other people than their own kids, though.
Huh?
That's more about other people than their kids. Like I feel like they trust their kids. It's everybody else that they
No,
don't.
I'm watching.
Yeah,
I'm watching the basketball game, right? I'm watching Bryce play, and the security guard is standing right behind the bench. All right.
Once you try a comfort hoodie, you can't go back to regular hoodie.
Yo, this is not about basketball. This is about fatherhood right now. It's so crazy how we just veer off basketball to fatherhood. It's crazy.
And I'm like, all right. And I'm like, so you can't like go sit on the front row? Like, it's just,
Well, you saw that
if
video of all
somebody
the
gonna
people
do something,
screaming
they
at
gonna
Bron
do
about
it. You
him
can't
at the
prevent
game.
it, right?
No.
But
People are
if he in the
weird.
game, you still standing behind the bench. Like,
They put him on the court.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you
Let him
can't,
ref.
but you get what I'm saying, though? Like, if he's on the floor playing, he's playing. You still standing behind the bench, like.
It's because people are weird.
It's the prevention.
What he gonna do?
I don't, do you
If
saw
sit
the
on
people
if you
screaming
sit
at
on the
Bron
front
about
row-
him?
If you sit on the front
I don't even
row
want you to try
at the
it.
basketball,
I don't even want
Yeah, I don't know. Kmart is like Kmart. He made some valid points, and then it's like you kind of like what you're saying. You want to let him grow, which I agree with, but you can't. Bron is not just any like we can say whatever we say. We're all humans and this and that. Life is not fair. Some people are just treated differently than others because of their status, and Bron is one of those kids. And like the girl mentioned, it's like people that do a lot of stuff. People who send death threats. People who try to attack you. People don't like you. So why would I even take the chance to have my son? If it happened the next time, we need to know. How about I step in front of it? That's the whole argument Gil was saying. I can step in front of all of this stuff and prevent it. That don't mean he's not gonna grow. You know, it's just I'm helping him dodge certain bullets. You know, which makes sense as a parent. He's not gonna dodge every certain things. He's gonna make mistake, but I'm not gonna let him just make the biggest mistake. That's when I step in. So, and I did see those people at like.
Right? You
Yeah,
sit on
they
the front
don't know
row,
who that
but you
is.
standing behind the
They
bitch
like-
at the game.
Yeah, so people
I ain't
know.
got to try it.
He in the game playing.
I know, but people
Same
gonna
security.
run on the court.
But
Same
you said it
security
the other
guard.
day.
I'm
You
saying
said about-
you got a better chance to get to him if he's in the game.
Investments.
You got a better chance of seeing what's going on and running on the floor from there. I'm just saying, but I'm just like, yeah, but people crazy as shit,
What I'm saying
absolutely.
is, put Bronny James on 2 years ago, Houston Rockets. Now think about, remember, he's still a kid, so just like any kid, I want to fit in, right? I want to fit in because, so he's going to want to fit into the group. What does that look like?
Oh, my son was on that team, so.
No, that's what I'm saying. What does that look like?
Well, KJ's a good kid, so.
No, besides, but what does the rest of the team look like?
They were good kids. The only one that was a problem was Kevin Porter at the time. So.
See?
All right, well, let's keep
For one, they
The
weren't
league is
when
full of
none of them
good-
old enough to get in
A
there.
lot of the kids are good.
I'm saying none of them old enough to get in there.
Some
Well,
are
you got
not so good.
Jalen.
Yeah, he just threw Kevin Porter under the bus. That is crazy. You know, people learn and people make mistakes and learn. And I think Kevin Porter did make some mistake. And I think he's back in the NBA. I think he learned. Wishing nothing but the best for the kid, man. But that's crazy.
But I would say a lot of them are good
Barry,
kids.
Has to do with how you're raised.
Have a
KJ.
level of discipline to become a professional athlete.
Yeah, no, but just like anything, when we first get into the NBA, like especially when you're younger, you're looking to try to fit in. You're like, you will hope that you get on a team that has good veterans, that got veterans that's actually trying to look out for you.
Yeah.
Right? If you don't have that, then it's really up to the people who's there.
Yeah, you get lost.
Right? So if you got a group that loves the party because they all young and they're trying to outdo each other in the money, then that's what you end up,
Falling into.
Or
get left out.
Yeah. Or you get onto a veteran team or veteran organization like Spurs. Their organization is protected. Miami, that organization they protect their investment by putting so much.
What I said.
So two places that Bronny probably could have been okay.
But for the most part, I can't allow there's just certain, he can't allow his child to go there and he don't have no control of it. Like my investment for my child is not your investment, right? He's a 55th pick for you.
I mean, from the outside looking in, like in hindsight, would y'all have expected it to become this big deal that it's been? And do you think that maybe like LeBron's can't, like, you do like risk reward things when you're making decisions? Do you think that they predicted that it was going to snowball and get out of control like how it has? I mean, I think you have to consider it, but I feel like it's been a bit excessive.
Well, one person they didn't consider in this shit is the person who we're talking about.
Yep.
Not a fucking robot is what the kid said.
Right.
He wouldn't feel this way if he was considered in all these decisions that's being made. If they considered him and how he feel and his feelings, and if it was about him, he wouldn't feel like, he wouldn't have to state, not a fucking robot. His exact words, I'm not a fucking robot. He wouldn't feel this way if he was considered. If somebody asked this kid, what do you want? What would you like? What do you feel about this? How would you?
You don't think
You're talking about not getting drafted?
The pressure of all of this shit, Brandon,
Tell
not
us,
a
I don't think that they thought it was
He want to
gonna
play
turn into all
basketball.
this.
Right, so you didn't think he did.
but he's
Like, I think
not
it's like, oh,
I know, but you didn't think like he
Number
thought
one
this was
goal
coming
and all
from
this?
like
This
high
is
school
dope.
on
This
up.
is
Like you
crazy.
didn't thought none of this
What
was
has been
coming.
going on is
No.
insane.
No,
The grown man and everybody talking
insane.
about your every move, your every existence.
No, they
he
were
had
not.
to-
You can't do
he had to
nothing
know.
right.
No.
You ain't even
Not
got
at this
started
level.
right. You ain't
Not at
even
this
got
level.
started
But I
yet. You can't
guarantee
do
LeBron
nothing
had
right.
that conversation.
No,
with
no.
them,
That's
though.
hard.
the problem.
That's hard.
It is hard.
I think what
You can't do
was-
nothing right.
What was
much.
kind of overlooked in this whole situation is this. I don't think anyone realized that anyone who didn't like LeBron
Was going to take it out on his
was going to
kid.
take it out on him because
I said that.
I can't. He's averaging 27. I can't fuck with his legacy. So
Because I've been trying to.
So the weakest part of his legacy is here. I can fuck with this all day. Oh yeah, 4 minutes, 0 points. Oh, you get to do that because it's the same name. Because you can't fuck with this one.
Yep.
Right. So I don't think he I don't think no one knew everyone was stooped that low.
Yep.
Just to say ha ha.
Just sad.
Right? I mean,
In this climate, they didn't
I know
think that.
that's the problem.
Shit,
Like,
that's crazy.
You didn't think the professionals
If
was
you
going to
didn't
come
think
down
that's
this low.
crazy.
People thrive off negativity.
And I'm sitting there like,
Yeah, not like the internet trolls. We talking about the people who are on TV and stuff.
But that's what I'm saying. When you think about everything that has LeBron James' name on it,
It's a lot of shit.
they've ruined the happiness of it. Right? Think about the narrative of just the Olympics and the gold medal. Only because he's on that team, we want them to lose. Who's gonna beat him? Right? You're pushing Euro teams now. American media is pushing Euro teams to beat our American team. First time in history. We're cheering for every American. You got our American boys out there going to everyone's team, cheering.
That's a fact. Noah Lau was out there. No. It wasn't Noah Lau. I think it was the other way around. They wanted to see Noah Lau lose some of the players.
Fucking lacrosse, you out there, sports these niggas don't even know of. But when it came to the men's basketball, all media want, whose
gonna
team is
take
it?
over?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Then at the end of the game, Steph Curry say this, yay, right?
That's
LeBron,
weird.
LeBron had to say like, wait, what?
So weird. So
LeBron, what?
Steph had to save LeBron.
Yes, Steph had to save LeBron medal and all that. We what? I thought
put all that shit to the side.
I thought the gold was the gold.
I thought this was about America.
Well, I didn't know Charles
America.
Barkley saved Michael Jordan gold. I didn't know the rest of the starting four that played very well saved him in his 26% from field. I didn't know that. I thought we fucking won gold and everybody was heroes.
Ducks fly
But
together.
because he's on the team, no one likes it anymore. Right? Oh shit, he won the bubble sucks. Disney, easiest one. When
And Gil is not telling not one lie. Everything he's spitting right now, facts. Hate. They've been spewing hate against Bron all along. Now they're gonna attack Bronny. But hey, that's how it works. It's okay. They're doing what they're doing, living their dream, and you're home, just mad, probably just beating off, probably playing 2K. Wish LeBron was your father. Some of y'all don't even like y'all father, so I don't even know why y'all hating, bro. Y'all wish Bron was your father. Crazy.
NBA player who played in the bubble said it's the hardest shit ever.
Yeah.
Media says it's the easy one because who won?
Yeah.
Right? It's like,
And that's the dumbest shit. The comp that he's going against is telling you that this was the hardest, but you guys are saying forget the comp, forget the players. We're the media, we know best. Like, y'all play basketball. No, y'all don't. Y'all wear suits and y'all are out of shape. What the fuck?
y'all got to let the shit go, okay? Listen, if you don't have him number one, that's fine. Can he be number two? Can he do three? Whatever number you have him in, it's cool. Just let him play. Like,
So, I have a question. Is it because Bronny is LeBron's son that he's not open for criticism?
Pippen had a son.
Pippen
has a son in the NBA.
No, because I think any athlete, right? When you're out there, you're an athlete, you're a pro, you're open
you're
for
gonna
criticism.
Get criticized, but it's like over
It's gonna
the
happen.
top.
I agree. Some of the shit that they say about him, I'm like, y'all,
And then when
y'all
he does
doing
well,
way too much.
and when they do
my issue is when, like, LeBron as his father, not his teammate, when he addresses the disrespect and how you coming for my kid, like, I think he has every right to do that because now you're protecting your child, going back to what you said. But if it's strictly talking about basketball, his game.
Solar Rider relies on UPS to help our adapt.
I'm trying to see where she's landing with this.
Y'all get criticized.
Yeah, but that's the thing because it's not about basketball.
All right, well, let's get back.
Was it Pippen's son, right? Was in the NBA, right? His first year, he got in 6 games, shot 33%, 55% from the free throw line, right? Scored a total of 14 points, no one said anything, right?
Well,
And you look at him now,
when he got
3
in the
years.
league, when he got in the league, his
That
dad
a-
was done.
But I'm saying,
Right.
but you see how he looks as in Villanova. That motherfucker balled 3 years straight
Agreed.
in Villanova,
Agreed.
right? And you see, it took him time. Now, right now, 3 years later,
Vindy.
he's an NBA player.
Yeah,
He, 3 years later, he's
I
an
agree
NBA
with
player.
that.
He's a functional NBA player. He knows
That's a good point. But Pippen's son is not Bronny.
how to play the game.
He's
It
been
took some, but I'm saying he been had it, but it took time. It takes time.
Right, so give him
You know what I mean?
time.
Like,
then
you-
y'all
just-
can, then
like,
y'all can.
that's why I said it's easy
No
as
doubt
a
about
rookie.
that. You do have to
But-
give him time.
So I'm saying it's easy. Like, think about it. If we go into the game saying, oh, I'm not gonna like this kid, right? The number one pick, the very first game. Oh, we can fuck him up first game. Because this is the first time he's playing big stage. Whoever that superstar on the team, he used to watch him. It's not, for the most part, that's gonna be a rough game for him because he gotta get adjusted to the
Absolutely.
speed. the strength. So it's easy to just attack. Like, we literally have never said anything about, what, 23 draft, 24 draft, 25 draft.
True.
Because we know how that, like, by your fourth year,
Yeah, it's time to get cracking.
you should be, like, you've done had enough practices, games, you done been in to see who you really are. Right? It's one of those things that I'm like, you're beating the kid up in the process. This is the beginning of this stage. Like,
Thing is,
it's like
like, just
it's like
let the kid
podcasting, right? Like our
Like,
first
let him just do what he wants.
our first show is gonna be it's gonna be our worst show numbers wise.
No.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, it
Let me
was.
stop you there, Gil.
It was pre-recorded.
First of all, you crazy because the page started in 2018, my first show.
Well, that was yours.
Oh,
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But-
yours should not
But
give
look
away.
at him now.
Not Gil's Arena presented by Underdog.
But Gil's Arena, our first show we had we had 700 people when we first went live.
Well, that's just because they didn't know.
So imagine someone saying our show sucks, this show's bad, fuck that show, I'm not watching again because y'all only got 700 people.
Well, they were doing that, as you recall, back in February 2023.
But
Okay. So I think they kind of wrap it up. So this was crazy. This was one of those conversation where it initially started about talking about basketball and Bronny capability. That was phase one. Phase two, we got into how Bronny facing criticism and his dad got him in the NBA. So he's not above criticism. Then we go from there to LeBron is doing a bit too much, being a hands-on dad. Sometimes you got to let a kid go out there and learn for himself, meaning Bronny. And that took a toll. So overall, I think it was a good conversation, but I kind of like, because what they're talking about right now is like what people also on the outside is talking about. Most of them is hate. But I do agree with Gil in this case, is LeBron is known to be a great father as far as we know. So we don't know what's going on behind closed door. And I think he's doing a pretty good job of Bronny. And I think he should keep that up. And obviously the haters gonna hate. It is what it is. Bronny gonna prevail and the haters gonna fail. That's it. And at the end of the day, you know what it looks like. Comment, subscribe, game on Blitz. We outie. Peace.